Okay, so today I'm going to tell you all about how you can sell your house without a realtor. My name is Jerome Lewis. I'm your presenter for today, and I'm just going to walk you through some solutions on selling a house without a realtor. In particular, we like to work with people who have just purchased their properties within the last 5 to 10 years, and they're looking to sell it. So, can I sell my house without a realtor? You absolutely can, and we're going to show you how to do that. Before we begin, this is from my book called House to Sell. If you would like a copy, all you have to do is reach out to me at the phone number that you see on the screen, which is 267-888-1085. So, the bottom line here today is yes, you don't need a realtor to sell your house. In many cases, skipping the traditional market is the smartest financial move that you can make. You are likely asking this because you want to avoid sales tax, you want to avoid the bank, you want to avoid the mortgage companies. You don't feel like dealing with all of that. You just want to take your property, you want to sell it, you want to move on without all of the hassle. You don't want to deal with a realtor, you don't want to put it on the market. You just want to sell the property. And that's who we work with. We're not for everyone. However, we are for those who we are for. Next, the real cost of a sold sign, right? So let's take a list price of 500,000 for example. You put that on the market, and of course, buyers they're going to want to negotiate you down as much as possible. Especially in a competitive market, you can leave even more money on the table than what you're seeing here. So likely they're going to want some type of negotiation that brings you down. Let's just say conservatively, that's going to bring you down to 480,000. Okay, from a price of 500,000. You're already at a loss of $20,000. And in many cases like yours, many cases like this, you may have to bring money to the table just to close the property. Next, we're going to go here. You can see commission will cost you $28,000. That's an average of 6%. And then you got closing costs, holding costs, which can cost you up to 10%. Conservatively, we put $15,000 on this example, and you get a net sale of $435,000 from a $500,000 sale. Now, with us, this is not the case. You get all of your money. We're willing to offer you the entire $500,000 as long as you're patient and you're willing to work with us. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to keep in mind that there is a mortgage likely on your property, and that money goes to the bank. Okay. The problem with quick cash offers, you might think the only alternative is selling with a realtor or selling it for cash. The reality is, when you're trying to sell it for cash, those buyers, we're cash buyers as well, we're going to be expecting some kind of a discount. This way, we can go into the property, fix it up, and sell it for a profit. People are not out just purchasing properties out of goodwill. We build businesses off of them, big companies, small companies, you name it. We're looking to make some type of profit. Okay. You can sell fast with a cash sale, but you lose a lot of money when you go that route. Further, in these situations, you are unable to, um, when you're selling for cash, you're unable to get rid of the mortgage debt in many cases. So, for example, if we go back to our example here, there could be a mortgage balance of $300,000. Well, cash buyer can't purchase that house from you for any less than that $300,000. And in some cases, that's not enough incentive for a buyer to purchase your property and make money. Okay. So the third path, which is what we traditionally like to do, this is the niche. This is the thing that we specialize in. We can buy your house, but instead of using a bank loan, we pay you over time and we take over your existing payments. Right. So this can be called many things. It could be called a lease option. It could be called a rent to own sub two. It really depends on your situation. Also depends on your state laws. Here in Philadelphia, um, we specialize in subject to as well as lead options, and we're also willing to do some owner finance and creative options. So the benefit when working with us is we can pay you full price because we avoid the high cost of traditional flipping. We're not looking to fit. flip the property traditionally. We're looking to buy it, fix it up a little bit of maintenance here and there, and then we sell it to another end buyer. Okay. Your next benefit, you got no repairs needed. So if you put it on a market with a realtor, you're going to likely have to repair that property. You're gonna have to paint it, fix it up, make sure the roof is working. You're gonna have to renovate it. Might even have to, change some things within a house because buyers can be quite picky. They're spending their money and they have certain demands. Okay. The alternative, which is us, we'll buy the property as is. You don't have to worry about fixing it up or anything like that. That's where we come in, and in many cases, we won't even care to fix it up. Okay. We buy it as is. We're flexible and we're willing to work with you. You got a leaky roof, outdated kitchen. It's not your problem. It's ours now. We handle all maintenance repairs and repairs after we close the property. So your hand, your hands are free from the property. You don't have anything to worry about other than um, you have nothing to worry about other than working with us. Okay. Next, you get to keep your money, right? So that's no commissions. That saves you at least 6%. Closing costs, that's going to save you another at least 5%, sometimes up to 10% in closing costs. I know here in Philadelphia, we have what's called the transfer tax, and that can eat into money quite a bit. So, and then we got hidden fees. There's no hidden fees with us. You won't have to pay us anything in your case. So you don't have to worry about the realtor fees of 6%. You don't have to worry about the closing costs of up to 10%. So that's already we're saving you about 16%. And then you never have to pay us anything. So we pay all the attorney fees, we pay the title fees, all of the fees that are involved in transferring or selling real estate, we handle them. So it's not just the most profitable way to sell, it's the fastest and the easiest. You have nothing to worry about. Benefit number three, you get immediate debt relief. So if you're struggling with payments behind on bills, we take over the underlying mortgage payments and we can help you stop the bleeding. We protect your credit and we also give you peace of mind. These are things you do not have to worry about when you're working with us. Okay. And we have helped many clients in your case in the past. Next, we're built on trust. So we work with attorneys. All of our closings are handled by reputable local attorneys here in Philadelphia. And we use title companies across the nation as well. In case you're not in Philadelphia, we have attorneys in just about every state. We have title companies in just about every state as well. You get protection. So you remain on title, you have secure interest until you're fully cashed out. We've done that in several cases as well. It depends on your situation. Next, we're local. So we're a small family-owned business. My name is Jerome Lewis. I'm one of the founders here for Lewis Invest. I'm also a founder for Digital Real Estate Strategy and a founder for MPR Plan. These are all three companies, and we help specialize in your situation. If you need to sell your property, you got low equity, you can't really sell it. That's where we come in. We're also experienced. I've been in the business myself for around 11 years. Um, in addition, my team, they have a lot of experience as well. We bring in different experts for different reasons, and they'll all take care of you. You're in good hands. Next, we like to keep things very simple, transparent, and fast. Here's how it works. You would contact us, make a call, and discuss your situation. We'll let you know if we can work with you or not. In some cases, we can't work with people. Okay. Next, we come up with an agreement. We verbalize the agreement. We hash out the final details. We get those details on paper, and we agree on a price that fits your life. This is why we need to have conversations. We need to make sure things are customized to your specific situation. We want to make sure it's a win-win. And lastly, we close. So we close with a local attorney. You don't even have to leave your house. In some cases, you don't even have to visit us. We're there. Okay. And one of the things that people really love is we can close in as little as 3 days. Okay. We can close as little as 3 days, or we can close longer than that. It just depends on when you're ready. All right. So as you're watching me present, you're going to see a phone number at the bottom of the screen. You can always reach out to us at any time at that particular phone number when you're ready. Here are some of the hidden financial benefits. You get tax deferral, right? Selling on terms, selling with us. It allows you to defer capital gains. In many cases, people are not necessarily interested in capital gains, but if you work with us, this is another tax you do not have to worry about, right? Capital gains, capital gains tax can cost you quite a bit. It could take a hit to your wealth, right? Here's another thing: if you have equity, and we're willing to give you a monthly payment. If you own the house free and clear, we're willing to give you a monthly payment until sometime in the future. We can also help you with your credit. We make on-time payments on your behalf. So you don't have to worry about your mortgage getting behind or anything like that. We cover that and you get the benefit of credit building. Next, is this right for you? Well, it depends. If you got no equity, we'll take over your debt so you don't have to bring any cash to closing. If you have high equity, you can play as the bank for us. That means you receive a monthly income and you get full price for the property. You also save a lot of taxes in that way too, because if you just sell for cash outright, there's a lot of taxes involved in that. Landlords, if you're tired of being a landlord, you're tired of maintenance, we'll handle that for you instantly and immediately. All responsibility is on us. And then relocating. If you need to move now, we'll offer you a seamless exit. You can move. We'll help you with some moving expenses and everything. Okay. So these are the three ways you can compare your options. If you list with a realtor, you get a sale price, you get a net loss of 6% by default in many cases. That process typically is slow. On average, it takes 180 days. You're going to be in a 180-day contract with a realtor. Okay. Closing costs, 6% plus closing. That can be up to 10% in many cases. Again, in Philadelphia, we have what's called transfer tax, and you have to pay that tax each time you sell a property. Next, repairs. When you're working with a realtor, in many cases, they're requiring repairs. You have to provide the house in a nice, fancy, pretty way for the end buyer. So that's all with a realtor. Now let's talk next about the cash buyer. When you work with a cash buyer, you can get a fast exit, but typically the price will be low. Fees, there may or may not be fees involved when selling with a cash buyer. If you are interested in selling for cash, reach out to us. We have cash offers as well. Repairs, in many cases, we do not require repairs. We factor that into the cost of selling. And then when you sell with us, selling on terms, we can give you full price. The speed is fast. You don't have to worry about fees, nor do you have to worry about repairs. So the choice for wise decision making is clear. We would love to work with you. If you're interested, you can reach out at the phone number that you see on the screen. Then what I want to do is I want to give you a quote. This is a quote by Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. You don't need to navigate this alone. You don't need a realtor eating your equity. You just need a plan that fits your life, and that's where we come in. We're happy to give you that plan. All you have to do is reach out to us at the phone number 267-888-1085. Let's discuss your terms. My name is Jerome Lewis. I'm easy to reach. We're available here at the information that you see on the screen. We buy houses, we provide relief, and we pay full price. So reach out and I'll talk to you in the very near future. Bye bye.